Dear students, in this session we are going to see atomic mass and molecular mass. That also well-known concept you might have studied in 10th standard, just a revision, that's all. Few things you may not have understood very properly. Now you should start to imagine certain points. Only then you can understand and appreciate chemistry well. This is so fundamental. An atom is the very, very smallest entity. The diameter of an atom is roughly 10 power minus 10 meter. What does it mean? It may be of the order of 0.000, 9 zeros. 9 zeros. I have to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zeros and then 1 meter. That much small an atom. Unimaginably small. Meter, decimeter, centimeter, millimeter, and then it goes still lower than that. And therefore it is very small. When you consider mass of an atom, it is 10 power minus 27 kilogram. It is again 0.26 zeros and then 27, 1 kilogram. That much lower mass an atom has got. Now we are talking about atomic mass, we say, you may be knowing carbon dioxide molecular mass 44. Atomic mass of oxygen 16, sometimes you may be saying in gram also. But in practice, the atom is very small, the diameter is roughly 10 power minus 10 meter. Or else the mass is so small, this much, 26 zeros and then 1. But how can we say 16 gram, 44 gram, that mass we know very well. We know very well, and therefore this may not be the correct mass of an atom or molecule. So what is it then? We consider certain things. We are taking carbon 12 as a standard. Carbon 12 is taken as standard. What do you mean by carbon 12? When I talk about carbon 12, it is the isotope of carbon, major isotope. It is made of 12 protons and 12 neutrons. That isotope is said to be C12. And we consider the mass of that isotope as 12 AMU, atomic mass unit. AMU is for atomic mass unit. We consider, or else 12 U, unified atomic mass. And that means it is quite obvious we are assuming the mass of neutron proton more or less same as 1 U. That is the assumption. So C12 atom, of course, the masses may differ because of so many particles present in an atom. Even if it has got 5 protons and 5 neutrons, it need not be 10 AMU, it may be slightly higher or lower. So we take this isotope as, I'd say a base. Based upon that, we try to develop atomic mass for other elements. We are deriving atomic mass from carbon 12. If it is 12 AMU, 12 atomic mass unit, or 12 unified atomic mass, when it is divided by 12, 1/12 of carbon 12, 1/12 of carbon 12, what will be its mass? 1 AMU, 1 U. So that is considered as a base. Any element in the world may have mass greater than 1/12 of carbon 12. How many times an atom of an element is found to be heavier than 1/12 of the mass of carbon 12? Because 1/12 of the mass of carbon 12 is 1 AMU. That is the base, that is the lowest mass of an element. Any element, any atom of an element must have mass greater than this. And therefore, I can say how many times an atom of an element is found to be heavier than 1/12 of the mass of carbon 12. That is 1 AMU or 1 U. So this we call relative atomic mass. If we consider this 1 AMU, it is found to be 1.6605 into 10 power minus 27 AMU. 1 AMU is found to be this much kilogram. This much kilogram. I already referred. The mass of an atom is roughly in the range of 10 power 27 kilogram. Yes. 1/12 of the mass of carbon 12 is found to be 1.6605 in 10 power minus 27 kilogram. The mass of one carbon 12 may be 12 times of which, that's all. When it is multiplied by 12, you may be getting some number. So that is the mass of carbon 12. If it is divided by 12, you will be getting this mass. This is the mass of 1 AMU or 1 U. Unified atomic mass or atomic mass unit corresponds to 1.6605 into 10 power minus 27 kilogram. Any atom of any element must have mass greater than this. And therefore, the relative atomic mass of an element. So, relative atomic mass. Relative atomic mass. AR. Atomic mass calculated in the form of relative atomic mass. We are relating the mass of an atom with 1/12 mass of carbon 12. That's all. So, average atomic mass of the element. Why do we say average atomic mass? It may be made of several isotopes, and the average of all the atoms of the isotopes, we say average atomic mass divided by unified atomic mass unit. So when the average atomic mass factor is divided by unified atomic mass unit, you will be getting relative atomic mass. Suppose if an atom is having twice of this value, say, let me say, average atomic mass of an element is found to be, let me say, 2, 3, 3.22, approximately double I have written, 3.232, double the number. I multiplied by 2, 2 into 6, 12, 1, 2 into 6, 12, 12 plus 1, 13, 1, 2 into 3, 3.32. I have taken approximately. When I multiply this also, it will come 1. 3.321 in 10 power minus 27 kilogram. If an atom of an element is having the mass this much, what will be the relative atomic mass? It will be 2. Because we have to divide this value by unified atomic mass 1.6605 in 10 power minus 27 kilogram. It comes to 2. The relative atomic mass has no unit. It has no unit. But in practice we use in gram, that is said to be gram atomic mass, that is calculated for 1 mole, that we will be discussing later. The relative atomic mass as such we are giving is just a number, because with reference to 1/12, with reference to the mass of 1/12 of carbon, how many times mass of an atom is found to be heavier, and therefore it gives a mere number. It is in comparison to unified atomic mass, in comparison to atomic mass unit, how many times it is heavier. That is said to be relative atomic mass AR, which is given as 2. Alright. So as an example, relative atomic mass for hydrogen, very smaller and very lighter element, hydrogen can be calculated as given here. Relative atomic mass of hydrogen can be given as AR, relative atomic mass of hydrogen, is equal to average atomic mass of hydrogen. Average atomic mass of hydrogen. Why do we say average atomic mass? Hydrogen is made up of, or each element may be made up of different isotopes. Hydrogen is made up of protium, deuterium, tritium with the different mass numbers. In nature, based upon the percentage of availability, we find average of all the isotopes present, and that is said to be average atomic mass of hydrogen divided by unified atomic mass. Of course, unified atomic mass we know, unified atomic mass or unified atomic mass unit, which is given as 1.6605 in 10 power minus 27 kilogram, that is said to be 1 U or 1 AMU. Average atomic mass of hydrogen is found to be 1.6736 into 10 power minus 27 kilogram divided by this value 1.6605 in 10 power minus 27 kilogram. Kilogram get cancelled. 10 power minus 27, 10 power minus 27 can cancel, which is approximately equal. It is little bit higher. So it is 1.0078. 0078, which can be considered as 1.008. So the average, based upon the average atomic mass, relative atomic mass of hydrogen is found to be 1.008. It is relative atomic mass. So likewise, for different atoms we can find out relative atomic mass. For example, the relative atomic mass of chlorine. Chlorine is made of two isotopes, isotopes with mass number 35 and isotopes with mass number 37. The isotope with mass number 35 is present to the extent of 77%, and isotope with the mass number 37 is present to the extent of 23%. So, average relative atomic mass, average relative atomic mass of chlorine. So, AR of chlorine, let me say, AR relative atomic mass of chlorine is equal to, we have two isotopes as I said, 35 into 77% plus 37 into 23%. The average relative atomic mass of chlorine is found to be 35, 77%, 37, 23%. As an average, we will be getting 35.46. So it is said to be average relative atomic mass of chlorine. Likewise, if we have different isotope, for each isotope we can find out average relative atomic mass, and then based upon the percentage of availability we can find out average relative atomic mass. So for chlorine it is found to be 35.46. And what about similarly molecular mass? Until now we have seen atomic mass, now molecular mass. What is molecular mass? It is for molecule. Until now we have seen for atoms. For hydrogen atom we have seen, for chlorine atom we have seen, likewise for any atom of element we can calculate. When we go in for a molecule is made of so many atoms of different elements. So molecular mass or average relative molecular mass of a particular molecule. So average relative molecular mass. It is for a molecule is equal to, we have to take into account, earlier we have taken atomic mass, average atomic mass, now we will be taking average molecular mass. Average molecular mass divided by 1 AMU or 1 unified atomic mass. So average molecular mass factor divided by unified atomic mass. That will give average relative molecular mass. But usually, how to get the average molecular mass? For example, earlier we have calculated for chlorine, earlier we have calculated for hydrogen. If we are asked to find out for hydrogen chloride average relative molecular mass, for hydrogen The average relative atomic mass is found to be 1.008. For chlorine, it is calculated to be 35.46. When you sum up, you will be getting average relative molecular mass. This is how we used to calculate. Instead of going in for calculating average molecular mass, finding out average molecular mass divided by unified atomic mass, in real calculations, we do like that. Average relative atomic mass of different atoms in a molecule. The molecular formula for hydrochloric acid or hydrogen chloride is given as HCl. Relative atomic mass of hydrogen plus relative atomic mass of chlorine, because we have only one atom of hydrogen and one atom of chlorine. If you sum up, you will be getting the answer. So 36.468 will be the average relative molecular mass of hydrogen chloride. Likewise, we can calculate for average relative molecular mass for hydrogen, and it can be calculated for different molecules like say even glucose, CCH12O6, we can calculate. For hydrogen, hydrogen is a molecule which is made of two atoms of same element hydrogen. The relative atomic mass of hydrogen is found to be 1.008, and therefore relative molecular mass of hydrogen is equal to 2 into 1.008, which is equal to 2.016 is the relative molecular mass of our hydrogen. And for relative molecular mass of glucose, we have 6 atoms of carbon. Therefore, 6 into atomic mass of carbon, which is known to as 12, and 12 into atomic mass of hydrogen, which is known to as 1.008. And then 6 oxygen atoms we have, 6 into 16. So the sum will give the molecular mass of glucose. So 6 into 12, 72, plus 12 into 1.008 is equal to 12.096, plus 6 into 16, 6 into 6, 36, 3, 1 into 6, 3, 6 plus 3, 9, 96, which is equal to 72 plus 12 plus 96, 180, 180.096. Sometimes we used to exclude this fraction. So the answer is 180.096. This is how we calculate relative molecular mass for any compound, any molecule. We can calculate relative molecular mass like this. So now let us go into few illustrations. Calculate the molar mass of the following. That is the question given in evaluate yourself. Let us try to calculate those things. The average atomic mass is given in unified atomic mass unit U or AMU. Now what about the molar mass of the following? Ethanol is given. Ethanol, 1 ethanol, 2 potassium permanganate, 3 potassium dichromate, and 4 sucrose, C12 H22O11. Ethanol, C2H5OH, ethyl alcohol, potassium permanganate, KMnO4. Permanganate ion is MnO4 minus, potassium ion K plus, therefore KMnO4. Dichromate, Cr2O7 2 minus is dichromate ion, potassium with valency 1, therefore K2 Cr2O7 potassium dichromate. Here sucrose C12 H22O11. For glucose Ce6 H12O6. For sucrose C12 H22O11. 12 carbon atoms with 11 water molecules. This is how we have to consider. Then how to calculate molecular mass for this? They are given the atomic mass also. In what way? Atomic mass of carbon and hydrogen we know. In atomic mass unit or unified atomic mass you may be knowing. And then for potassium it is given as 39.1. For potassium, atomic mass 39.1. For manganese, the atomic mass is given as 54.94. And for chromium, the atomic mass is given as 51.9. So all those data you may be knowing. So based upon that, we can calculate molecular mass very easily or molar mass very easily. Just we have to add things. 2 carbon atom, therefore 2 into 12, 2 into atomic mass of carbon, plus 6 into atomic mass of hydrogen. Let me consider as 1.008 exactly speaking. 6 hydrogen atoms, 5 plus 1, 6. And 1 oxygen atom, 1 into 16 atomic mass of oxygen, we know it is 16. So 2 into 12, 24, plus 6, plus 16. So it comes to 24, 34, 40, 46. So molecular mass of ethanol is given as 46. For potassium permanganate, potassium I can consider 39 instead of 39.1, 39 approximation. And manganese I can take 55. Oxygen, 4 oxygen atoms, 4 into 16. So that will give the molecular mass. 39 plus 55 plus 64. 8, 4, 9, 15. 158 is the molecular mass for potassium permanganate. It is 158. It is 46. Unit, if it is relative, we may consider as mere number. If it is for one molecule, it may be considered as atomic mass unit, AMU or U. If we consider just one molecule, 2 atoms of hydrogen, 6 atoms of hydrogen, 1 atom of oxygen, correct weight means it will be given as U. Relative means just a mere number. And if you go in for mole, you will be getting gram per mole. So, molecular mass, it can be considered as mere number. One molecule, it is considered as atomic mass unit. If it is for 1 mole, it may be gram per mole. All these without unit, mere number. With unit for 1 molecule, with unit for 1 mole. Likewise, it will go for all the molecules. For potassium dichromatic, 2 potassium atoms. As we have considered earlier, 39 into 2, 2 into 39 plus 2 into 52, I can consider 51.9, let it be 52. 7 oxygen atoms, 7 into 16. So the molecular mass will be 2 into 39, 78, 2 into 52, 104, and 7 into 16, 2, 4, 112. All right. So if you sum up, you will be getting the answer 112, 78, 104. 4, 8, 9, 294 is the molecular mass for potassium dichromatic. It is 294. Mere number, as I said, unified atomic mass U, atomic mass unit, gram per mole for 1 mole is 294. And sucrose, 12 carbon atoms, 12 into 12, 144. And then 22 hydrogen atoms, 22 into 1, 22. 11 oxygen atoms, 11 into 16, 176. The total will be 2, 8, 10, 14, 2, 342. So 342, mere number, relative atomic mass for 1 molecule, U, for 1 mole, gram per mole. So this is how we have to calculate molar mass. So with that, we complete very fundamental thing, atomic mass and molecular mass. We have taken carbon as standard, C12 as standard, and 1/12 of the carbon atom, mass of 1/12 of carbon atom is considered as 1 atomic mass unit, and all the atoms are found to be heavier than that, and how many times a particular atom is found to be heavier than 1/12 mass of carbon atom, likewise we have calculated. Therefore, we have given the ratio related to atomic mass is equal to average atomic mass divided by unified atomic mass. Unified atomic mass means 1/12 of the mass of carbon 12. In that way, we have calculated atomic mass, molecular mass. To calculate molecular mass from atomic mass, depending upon the number of atoms available, we have calculated molecular mass. So with that, we end up with calculation of atomic mass and molecular mass. You may be very much familiar with atomic mass and molecular mass now. Thank you.